Hi everyone, I'm here to talk to you about Every Student Succeeds Act, also known as ESSA. This was signed by President Barack Obama in December of 2015. It is a reauthorization of ESSA, which is an act that was signed in 1965. This act provides equal opportunity for all students through education. This includes students with disabilities, families that may come from lower income, minority students, and English language learners. It helps for all students that they should be taught to a high academic standard, no matter what. And that there should be a closed educational achievement gap between the regular education students and students with special needs or ENL students. This act is made up of 9 titles, which is broken down between your English language learners and your students with disabilities. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the academic content and assessment. So for the assessment part, in grades 3 through 8, for each of those grade levels each year, the students have to take the math and English language arts New York State assessment, at least for our state, but it does include every state. So they have to do that once per grade level year. And then for science, they have to do it once between grades 3 through 5th, and then another time 6th through 9th, and then 10 through 12th. So one time between those grades. Then once the kids get to high school, 9 through 12, at least once between those years, they have to take one math exam and one ELA exam. These assessments are aligned with state standards and content. So whether it is a student with disabilities or an English language learner, they are supposed to be taking the same exact assessments as regular general education students, unless they are assigned a different assessment, which is only about 1% of the population of students. So now I want to connect it to the universal design for learning. So the universal design for learning, it creates a plan to incorporate it with with ESSA. For UDL, it's supposed to support better teaching and learning techniques, and with higher expectations for all students. They do provide federal grant money to be used for technology, which is nice. I think that's a great way to get kids involved, is by using technology. And I just want to kind of relate this to myself. In the district that I work in Lancaster, I work as an English as a new language teacher in Lancaster. And we do have to fill out the ESSA form for our students. And most of it is filled out by our district office. But it is interesting that they do come to the ENL teachers and ask for our input. They ask us to look over it just to make sure we're not missing anything. A lot of it has to do with the demographic of our students, our population, and that's how we receive our Title III money, is through ESSA. If we didn't have that Title III money, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things that we are able to do with our ENL students. So for me, this was a nice connection because I was actually able to think about it outside of just reading the articles and things like that, but actually make a connection to it with my daily life and with my job. So I found that very interesting. All right, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.